Excuse me, Ashburn. I was wondering if you would...
Oh, okay, this is awkward. Nothing personal, but as a rule, I make it a point not to date my coworkers, so thank you.
I was wondering if you would not talk to me in that tone.
Oh, yes, of course.
It's a little different.
Of course, yeah, no, I wouldn't. Why would I?
Why would you?
I
Really?
wouldn't. Just, we should go to the paint factory?
Well, are we clear here? Because it got real awkward.
No, it's... I
Between
think we're all
you guys.
good, right?
We're
We're really good.
same page.
Yeah.
I don't want any
We're all
bad.
good, right? Okay, here we go. Let's go to the paint factory.
She doesn't want to date coworkers, so spread the word.
Shut up.
There we go, a clip from The Heat, and I'm delighted to be joined now by the legendary Sandra Bullock. Lovely to see
I've
you.
hit legendary status.
Yeah, that's good,
That's
though,
a
isn't
little
it?
frightening.
Well, yeah, you always worry about saying that, whether people think that means they've
You're
been
old,
around ages.
yeah,
But
and you need to
actually,
go away?
but it's a good thing, right?
I'm hoping. I'm hoping you didn't mean it offensively. But look, I can handle it. Anything you give me today, I think I can handle.
So The Heat made me laugh a lot.
I'm glad.
Laughed like a drain. The whole audience did as well. Have you seen it with
I
audiences?
haven't, no, not yet. I mean, I saw early stages of it, but I haven't seen the final product. I like to wait for, the big screening. If you've seen it 12 times, you just, oh God, please don't make me have to watch this again. So I like to hold it for when everyone else, my family sees it. So
Certainly for people who've always wanted to see you drunkenly dancing to Groove Is in the Heart by D-Light.
yeah.
This is their movie.
This is
it's
it.
happening.
And shove peanuts up their nose. And,
Yeah, in your bra.
Yeah, dancing like Axl Rose. I mean, right there, that's moneymaker.
I suppose that scene is quite important because Sarah, your character, is very uptight, isn't she?
Yes,
But she
yes.
finally lets her hair down and goes
Yeah.
drinking. And
yeah.
is there a knack to playing drunk on screen? Of course, you did a whole movie about it with 28 Days. But is there a trick?
You think, who was yesterday saying, when you're drunk, you don't remember what you were doing. You remember how you were trying to maintain yourself and how to look cool while intoxicated, but you don't really recall how you behaved. And so when you do it, it's like those fine levels. Look, there's hours and hours of footage that wound up on the floor, and we pray that never sees the light of day because we thought we were being funny, and it just wasn't. It just was two actors chewing up scenery. But in small doses, it's just someone trying to, who thinks they're being very cool or thinks they're maintaining, I think is always funnier than someone being blatantly and belligerently drunk. I mean, that's my drinking experience. I don't know about yours, but that's how I feel about drunks.
I know that you've been wanting to do this kind of female buzzy comedy for a while. Has it taken a while because there just weren't the scripts out there, or have you read ones that weren't right for you?
Yeah, yes, all of the above. And I was just looking for the guy scripts. I said, let's just go through all the stacks that no one's making and change the names to women. But I think you've had the women that they were able to do it in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and then the 80s happened and it stopped. And then the improv groups and the great ladies of improv and from Saturday Night Live and stand up, just said, we need to write our own material and write great material for other people. And that's sort of gave it the resurgence that it's having now. And I think, it's a business. If it makes the money, then you're considered a part of the group. If it doesn't make money, then... So I'm really excited that we ladies get to be a part of the summer and not be in what's deemed a chick flick. There's nothing chick about the flick. And it's about making people laugh and being made fun of and, giving people a good ride for 2 hours. And it's pure entertainment. And if we can be a part of that, that would be great.
And it's set in Boston, which is not a place that I've been to, but it does seem to have a sensibility and attitude that lends itself very well to comedy.
Oh, yes. I mean, Bostonians are some strong people that have... I mean, the accent is brilliant, but their devotion to Boston and all things Boston is genius. I said, I wish I was raised in a place that had that much love for its heritage and its people. And it's fun to poke fun at, but it's also fun to work there because you're working with some of the toughest, greatest people who can accomplish anything, and it gave a great vibe while we were working there.
And you'll get to see a former member of New Kids on the Block, Joey McIntyre.
Sweet Joey, who is so gifted. And it makes me so happy to see someone that you go, oh, Joey McIntyre, New Kids on the Block. And then you see this character and you forget it's Joey McIntyre. So what's exciting about this, if you don't like myself or Melissa, you turn around and there are geniuses left and right in this film with 1 line, 12 lines. it's nice to be a part of that improv world, because there are character actors galore, and Paul Feig, our director, gave them moments to shine in ways that I don't think it would have happened had he not done that. He just knew how to tap into their talents, and they're just brilliant.
So Sarah, as we've said, is quite uptight until she hits the bar and gets the peanuts up her nose. She also walks very upright, doesn't she, in the way she holds her head? I mean, you've really affected that.
There was a whole design in her unfortunate ways and her unfortunate appearance. The pants had to be just ill-fitting, off-the-rack suit that just was slightly too short in the leg to give her agility, so she didn't get caught up. Everything was very perfunctory. 6 of the same shirt, but in various colors. There are the spring colors, which are the pastels, and then there are the fall and winter colors, which are more grays. But that's all she had. That's all she needs to do her job. And the hair was a certain way. The clip was a certain. Everything had a purpose. It was function. There was no form to her whatsoever.
Paul actually said in an interview that both Sarah and you, he thought, were analytical to the point of it being funny. I don't know how you react to that, or whether you think that's fair
I'd say
comment.
The man doesn't know me at all.
Do you think there's any of Sarah's characteristics, though, that you recognise in yourself?
I mean, I'm very A-type personality. I like to schedule, but Melissa and I were laughing. I'm the one who has the mouth of a truck driver. I curse like there's no tomorrow. I love it, and then she does not in real life. She is very demure, very ladylike, does not, and I go, it's kind of like we were playing each other at some point, because I was like, oh, what I wouldn't give to say that word. String those words together would be like music to my ears right now. But yeah, I mean, I like to be organized. So that's a similarity.
There's nothing wrong with that, though.
No, it gets me to where I need to be on time.
The interview started on time today. We're all very grateful for that.
Yeah.
There've been plenty that haven't, so this is a good sign.
So I've heard, but we won't allow that to happen on this press
tour. This is
tour.
a good sign. It certainly looked as if you and Melissa and Paul were in this environment where you were just riffing with each other and taking things further, and it was a sort of a free atmosphere on set. Would that be right?
Well, it was, but we were able to do that because we had such a good foundation with the script. Katie Dippold wrote a script that when I read it, I was like, I've been waiting for this for so long, and her tone of who Ashburn was so easy to say. I knew the timing, and it was just... So if you don't have that as a foundation, you don't have the playing field to riff and do improv, because you always have to come back to the story. I think people who improv and just don't adhere to a story think they're being very funny, but a little bit goes a long way. So the blessing of having her in that script and her being on set every single day when a line didn't work, and she would come with you with a little poster and an alternative 6 lines that were just as genius and just as funny, but very specific to the character, was lucky. You don't often have that. And in my world, where it's, you have a script, and that's the Bible. And if you want to change something, you have to go through a chain of command of, 17 studio people, and before, okay, you can change this line. That's not this world. There's something really nice to that free form, but you need that structure of the script to begin with.
So it's not often that you have the screenwriter on set with you? I
have never had that. She was there every single day. There was not a day that she was not there. It's nice. Nice, like your own personal writer.
Of course, the movie you won an Oscar for was a drama. Do you think, as someone who people know so well from comedies as well, that comedy is underappreciated when it comes to those awards ceremonies?
Comedy's always underappreciated and always will be, because it's entertaining, so you don't think there's any work involved in it, when actually comedy is far harder than the dramas. And I think also, I think what translates overseas is often different than what translates in the States, and what makes it over here. So you just there's a market for everything, and I mean, The Blind Side, I never thought in a million years would find a market overseas, because we thought it was a very Americana film, but then you step back and you go, it's got a bigger story than just it being about American football, and you just never know.
Lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I think people are going to laugh a lot with the film.
Well, that's the point, and I hope we succeeded. I hope we ladies turned it out.
Thank you. Good to meet you.
Thank you.